And my goal for this training, I want people who want to make $10,000 a month online, and the people who want to create generational wealth without being broke and leaving nothing behind for your kids and wasting time and money doing strategies that absolutely flop. I'm tired of hearing these horror stories, and I'm here to literally be the person that helped save the day, to teach you guys the game on everything that I know. And the only way for you to make $10,000 online and create generational wealth is through building a social media brand. And the only way you can do this is through the social media income challenge. And I will be talking about that towards the end of this. So who is Spectacular Smith? All right. How many of you guys know who I am? And how many of you guys don't know who I am? Well, if you don't know who I am a member of a group called Pretty Ricky. We literally went platinum, sold a whole bunch of records. And I end up going to Harvard Business School because I believe in the power of systems. Harvard was the first school ever to be created as a college in the United States. All right. So as we go through this training, you guys going to understand how I understand the impact of a proven system. And I'm not talking about the information. I'm talking about the structure, the systems that they actually built their foundation on. And Grumpy Cat, I was the creative Grumpy Cat. I was the mastermind behind this cat going viral. Built the page up, Twitter page. It went viral, became one of the first memes to ever take off like that, and becoming one of the richest pets in history with a brand worth over $100 million. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a power and understanding how to handle your business. Okay, because when you don't know how to handle your business, the opportunities that you have in front of you end up leaving you. And then you wonder what the hell happened. This was me. Okay. I didn't have the copyrights, I didn't have the trademarks, I didn't have a lot of things, and end up getting kicked out of my own brand that I created. And the actual owners are the cat owners named Tatar. And I created the brand Grumpy Cat, and it took off, and I got kicked out of my own business. But I'm gonna talk about that and the struggles of not understanding the right things to do and how you can lose out on millions of dollars not having your stuff together. All right. I became one of the fastest growing companies in America. All right. For 2017, we made number 262nd out of 21 million companies. And 2021, we made number 2,993. Okay. And then for 2022, I made two freaking companies on the list. Only 1% out of the whole list ever did this in history. And I did it not only for my agency that we do over $1 million campaigns and nothing less with the agency called Adwizar. We also have a technology that I'm going to talk to you guys about. I'm going to actually give it as a bonus at the end of this thing. All right. And then also we have it for my online business school, which is Spectacular Academy. All right. For Spectacular Academy, we made number 45. And for Adwizar, we made number 76. Okay. And I actually made it to Forbes in 2016. Okay. So I'm just showing you guys so you can see my process and you can see that I'm somebody to listen to. Because a lot of times they say, well, why should I listen to you? So I wanted to break this thing down so you can understand. And if it's okay with you guys, I want to tell you my story if that's okay with you guys. Is that okay? If that's okay, say it's okay, Spec. Let me know in the comment box if it's okay. Because I want to make sure it's okay. All right, cool. So I literally got raised in the Miami projects. All right. I started from humble beginnings. My mom was someone who was a single mom with 4 kids. I mean, my father went to prison for 13 years. And throughout this process, I went through a lot of ups and downs. My mom was an entrepreneur, and I seen her doing a lot of hustle. Times we got kicked out. We tried to, figure things out. We went through eviction notices. We went through so much pressure, so much drama. And it was painful. It was painful at night. We had a 500 square foot home with 4 kids, and we had a wooden frame with no mattress on it that we had to sleep. We had to eat pineapples for dinner. We had to eat the canned goods for dinner, right? And my father got out of prison and ended up making me come and get into a group called Pretty Ricky, which you guys would know. And we went through the transition of actually being in a group called Pretty Ricky. I used to dance on stage. My dad was a brutal guy. You know, I don't know how many guys ever go through it with your parents, but I went through it a lot with my parents and them not really understanding me as a person. And I used to want to dance on stage. And my dad, you know, he was like, oh, dancing is for gay guys. And he really hurt my feelings at that time. And as I'm transitioning, me being in middle school, I'm 12 years old. And at that time, I started selling candy. I had an entrepreneur bug at a young age. I had, 10 people selling candy for me, $25 bags of candy. I had them on $20 payroll, literally showing like, listen, you can make money. And as a kid, $20 was a lot of money for them. So they was going really hard. I say, listen, you sell out more than 3 times in 5 days, I would literally give you a bonus, an extra $5. So I was making $1,500 to $2,000 a week in the 6th grade, helping my mom with bills. It was times when my mom was crying because we was getting evicted. And when I was asking my mom, like, why do we have to keep getting evicted? And my mom told me it's because she didn't have the money. So a lot of times I used to go under my mattress and I used to give my mom money. And from that point forward, she used to just bawl down crying and just thanking me so much as a kid that's 12 years old. Went from that to being in a group called Pretty Ricky. Going across the world, we had a #1 single on the Billboard charts. We had a #1 single that went worldwide, and we sold millions of albums, 17 million. From that point, I ended up broke because my dad wasted all the money. He made bad business decisions. He didn't understand. He didn't have a coach. He didn't have a mentor. So he made horrible decisions. We had tens of millions of dollars and we went flat broke. So now fast forward, I'm literally in my late 20s trying to figure out life. Somebody that's on top of the world that people think, but I'm broke. I don't have any money. I got a call from a guy named Matty J one day and he said, Spec, you can make money off of tweeting. I said, all right, okay, I can make money off of tweeting. He said, yes, you can make money off of tweeting. And I said, okay, how do I make the money? So then I started getting around the circles. I want you guys to put in the comment box, right? Proximity is power. Proximity is power. So I started getting around other people who was making money on social media and they started driving me. They started pushing me and they started pushing me to limits that I didn't even know was possible. So as I started getting pushed, I started learning how to make money. And before you know it, I was making $5,000 every single day, $3,000 every single day. And I started growing and growing and growing. And my bank account started growing as I started growing. So then I realized that I can make money on social media. It changed my life. I started making money on social media and I realized that more followers you have, the more money you can actually make. So it changed my whole life. So from that point forward, I started focusing on social media. And that's the thing that changed my life. But the things that I want to know, do they apply to you, is that, are you a person being on social media all day and not getting paid for it? That used to be me. Looking at new opportunities, feeling stuck and not knowing where the next dollar is coming from. Toxic family members, doubters, thinking that that you need this big, huge following to make money on social media. Thinking you need a lot of capital to get started to make money on social media. How many guys feel like that's you? Watching other people reach their dreams and never taking action of your own dreams. Here's a quick success story, an example that you guys can literally include in this, so you guys can see I included in this presentation. So not only has this worked for me, but there's stories like B. Simone, who came to this same exact training. And look at the transformation that she had in 6 short months. 6 short months, B. Simone came and she said to me, she said, hey, I want to learn how to build my social media. I want to learn how to make money off of my company, which is now called B. Simone Beauty. And she came to me and she came to the same training and I started working with her. I started mentoring her. I started coaching her. Because if you want to become wealthy, you got to learn from the wealthy. Somebody say amen if you feel me. In order to become wealthy, you got to learn from the wealthy. So she came to me. She said, Spec, can you train me? Can you coach me? And I started coaching her. Before you know it, her company hit $1 million in 1 month. So now I want to go through the 3 secrets that I think would impact you guys. Secret number 1, one simple hack to build a brand on social media in less than 24 hours. Secret number 2, how to grow 10,000 followers on social media without doing the heavy lifting. Secret number 3, how to turn $10,000 followers into $10,000 a month. Is this something that you guys want? Is this something that you guys want? Tiffany say amen. Okay. We got Leslie say amen. All right. Grant say amen. Aaron say amen. Kimberly say amen. Teddy say amen. Yes, absolutely. But let's get to it. Secret number 1, a simple hack to build a brand on social media in less than 24 hours. Okay. Some entrepreneurs think, I don't understand how building a social media brand would work for me. Let me tell you a quick story. The things that will help you grow your following and understanding why it's going to be beneficial, because I thought the same thing. I started creating Grumpy Cat. And from that, I started growing the followers. And as I started growing the followers, I started making money off of it because I figured out traffic acquisition was going to gain me money. It was going to gain me freedom. It was going to give me more time with my kids. It was going to give me more time to myself, where I can wake up when I want to. I can go to work when I want to. I can spend more time with my kids if I want to. I don't have to answer to nobody. I can become my own boss. So as I started doing this, I started making money off of it. How did I start building brands from scratch on Instagram and started monetizing it? Once I started building my brand up, people understand that when you have more followers, you're valued more to other people. Would you guys agree? If I had 10,000 followers, I'm more valuable at 100,000 followers than 10,000 followers in the people's eyes. If I had 1 million followers, I'm more valuable at 1 million than I have 100,000 followers. Would you guys agree with that? So as I started building it up, I realized that my brand is going to make money because the more followers I have for my brand, the more money I was going to make. So let me give you an example. When you have more followers, that means you have bigger status. Do you understand when Spider-Man did his first Spider-Man, he got paid what, $1 million or $2 million? When he did his second Spider-Man, he got over $10 million. Do you know what the difference between the first Spider-Man and the second Spider-Man was? His status, right? He had more status. And when you build your followers up, you gain more status. And that way you're able to monetize more because now more people want to deal with you. Okay, so if they had to make a decision between somebody who does the same exact thing you do, they have the same exact skill set, and they have 1,000 followers and you have 10,000 followers, who you think they're going to go with? They're going to go with the person who has more brand equity. Okay, more visibility. All right. Write this down. When attention goes, money flows. So you want to figure out, how do you get the most attention? That's how you build your brand. Okay. So I'm going to show you some things that somebody who this actually worked for. So this is Shay. Shay came in and she literally came in this training and she literally took action on everything I said. She ended up becoming one of my students. She ended up joining one of my programs, right? And once she did that, this is exactly what she said. I left my job during the pandemic in 2020. I wasn't making any money. I was desperate. I took all types of programs, but your program is what took me to the next level. Spectacular really cares and wants people to be more successful. You gave me one tip that skyrocketed my business. At the point I was making up to $300,000. $300,000. Because she understood the value of building her brand up. Now she has over 500,000 followers on TikTok from my strategies. Now she's making up to $300,000. Now, mind you, this is only 2 years later. Her first year, she made $1 million from 20 to 2021. So you guys got to ask yourself, this is something that you guys want. If you want it, you got to take action on it, right? And that's what she did, right? So you might be thinking, I don't understand how building my social media brand will, one, work for me because I'm just a normal person, or make me a brand just by having followers. I don't understand how social media will make me $10,000 a month. And once you have a brand, because this is the truth, once you have a brand, there's two major ways to easily make $10,000. Because you can do it once you have it built up. Now you've got to figure out what is the strategy on how to actually put revenue streams in there. The people that actually wants to deal with you now because you have a following, because it's called the bandwagon effect. People follow where they feel like the people are floating. So if you have tons of followers on social media, by default, they're going to feel like, oh, I got to deal with that person. Is that true or false? If somebody has tons of followers on social media, do you feel like you should deal with that person or not? And everybody else is dealing with this person, that you should deal with this person, correct? Why you think that I have this watch, right? You see this watch? Richard Mille watch, all right? Watch is a $325,000 watch. The reason why I have this watch, why? Because people say, okay, if Spec got on a Richard Mille watch, then he must got it. Because that's how people think. So you have to play your part. Okay, I don't care about no watch. I know how much money I got in my bank account, but the people don't know. I don't walk around with my bank account on my forehead. So you have to do things that makes people want to give you their money. It's called leverage. Somebody say leverage in the comment box. It's called leverage. How do you get as much leverage as possible to make you stand out above all? Secret number 2, how to grow 10,000 followers without doing all the heavy lifting. How to do it. People want to know, how do you get followers like that? Many people might think, many entrepreneurs think that I'm not good on social media and this technical stuff. Let me give you guys a quick story. It's a company called Maven. Same thing. They was confused on how to grow the social media following and all of that stuff. They came to me, they say, Spec, work with me. I started giving them the game. You know what they did? They started with a few thousand followers, and I started putting them in ways that people would actually follow them with super easy, simple tricks that you don't have to have no technical skills. You don't have to be social media savvy. And I started putting them what they call rockets. Once they started doing rockets, we call it giveaways, loops, whatever you want to call it. And we start putting in. So now imagine this. You got an influencer with millions of followers. And they have millions of followers, and you want followers. So what they do is they give away something. They might give away the Richard Mille watch. They might give away some Louis Vuitton, right? They might give away, anything, a laptop. And then people will follow you based off of their suggestion that, hey, you should follow Maven. It's called OPA, other people's audiences. So now tell me right now, if you had 1 million people that viewed your product, your service, and what you have going on, do you feel like you can make money off of it? Do you feel like you can make at least $10,000 a month if you got put in front of millions of people with your brand? So the influencer wants the money, you want the followers. They tell their fans that, hey, you're going to win this Richard Mille watch if you go and follow Maven. And then they follow you, and then you monetize the people that follow you. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense to you guys? Now, this was Maven. They started with me, 51,000 followers. By the time we did a few giveaways, they was over 258,000 followers. Can you imagine this being your brand? Can you imagine this being your personality brand? Can you imagine this being your company? Can you imagine this being you? This is another person. He say, listen, before I enroll, I started with barely any sales and any followers. Now, after joining Spectacular, I'm consistently making $25,000 a month. And I recently hit my milestone of $40,000 for monetizing my passion and my brand. How many of you guys want to monetize your passion and your brand? But we got to understand the time is now. All right. No opportunity wasted. We got to take action on opportunities that we feel like is going to impact us. So some entrepreneurs might also think, one, I'm not an existing big brand. I'm not sure what niche I want to get into. I'm not sure. Am I interested enough? I'm not an extrovert, a social butterfly. I'm not outgoing. I'm not interested enough. I'm not willing to to be on camera and show my face. If you can follow an instruction manual, you can grow a massive following. Now, by showing hands right now, how many of you guys feel like you can follow an instruction manual? Like if I say, hey, I'm going to build a table, and then on this table is going to be this many screws, this many legs, this many frames, and I'm going to give you A to Z on how to build that table. How many of you guys feel like you can build that table? Let me know in the comment box right now. All right. Carla said, yeah. Mentee said yes. Probably butchering your name again. Joe said yes. Tiffany said yes. Amanda said yes. Walker said yes. Lucas said yes. Absolutely, right? Because when you guys have the framework that I'm going to give you guys step by step, you should be able to build anything. And that's how simple social media is. You give your roadmap to success. And then as the success leaves clues, you guys just have to follow the clues. It's not as hard as people think it is. And people go and they try to talk themselves out of the mission because it's easier. When you have somebody that's going to coach you and mentor you step by step with a proven process, a proven framework, then all you got to do is follow the map step by step. Why do you think somebody like Elon Musk can go to PayPal, a technology company, and make it $1 billion company? And then he goes to an automotive industry, and then he makes that $1 billion company. And then he goes in a whole freaking new territory, flying out of space, and makes SpaceX $1 billion space company. Why? Because he has a proven process, a proven system that he implements and adds to every single business. He takes his manual and he adds it in every business, and the people that he's coaching to run his business, they just follow his manual. And I have the same exact type of manual for myself, and that's why I can consistently make the Inc. You see how many awards I got back there? It's the Best Entrepreneur Award. You got Entrepreneur 360, like everything. Click on all these awards. Why? Because I have a proven model. Secret number 3, how to turn 10,000 followers into $10,000 a month. How many of you guys want that? How many of you guys want that? $10,000 a month. I don't give a damn if it's a side hustle. I don't care if it's, I really don't care if it's something that you added to as your business model. $10,000 a month extra is great for anybody. Okay, how many of you guys want that? Say, I want it. All right, so let's get it going then. Some people may say, some entrepreneurs say, I don't know how to make money from having followers. Let me explain. When people see you, they want to do business with you. So from joint ventures, you want to know what a joint venture is? That's like you guys, you know, me seeing a guy named Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins come together, and then they make money together. They say, hey, you have the audience that I want. I have the offer. I have the software. I have the product. I want you to put my product in front of your people. You have a stage. You have people that's coming to see you. I'm going to put my product in front of you, in front of your audience, and then we make money 50-50 off of it. ClickBank. ClickBank is a website that have every last proven product on this planet, and they have it in there. And all you got to do is take that product and sell it to your existing customers or the people that's becoming your customers. So let's put it for example. Let's say you're a hairstylist. You might go to ClickBank and you might do an affiliate deal with somebody who has hair. So if you're a hairstylist, what do hairstylists need to do their customer, to serve their customer? Hair. Duh. So now if you actually had a partnership with a hair company, let's say they sell a bundle for $200, and I don't know anything about hair, so don't crucify me in the comment box. So let's just say you had a company that has a hair bundles for $200. You go 50-50 with them. You sell a hair for $200, you get $100, they get $100. If you got 10 customers in a week, how much money did you make extra? Boom, $1,000. So now imagine if you did that times 10 products. You did that with hair oil. You did that with combs. You did that with the caps that go in your hair. You did that with multiple things, and you made $100 off of each item. Now, boom, all of a sudden, you had $10,000 a month. You had $10,000 a month. Okay. And affiliates, let's say that, I have programs, I have things that I have. Let's say we went into partnership because I like to partner with my students. So let's say I had a program for a 2K or 10K. And let's say that once you start building your brand up, and then I say, let's go. You got an audience now. Let's go 50-50. I sell something for $10,000 with your audience, we go half and half. Or I pitch you to my people, you sell it to them, we go half and half. Now you made $5,000. You sold 2 in a month, you make 10 grand. Right? Can you see yourself doing this type of stuff? Right? Partnering up with people, going to clickbait, going to these websites. Okay? Becoming literally going 50-50 with me on affiliates. Right? Can you see yourself doing these type of things? And let me give you an example of somebody who did similar. Right? I started working with Mighty Duck. Mighty Duck literally followed my framework step by step, and he literally got 1.4 million followers in 7 days. Now, this was the framework of it. June 28th, he came and started working with me. Okay, he started working with me, and then June, by the time we got to the next level, he had no follower growth or anything. January 1st came, he released 1 video. I want you guys to put in the comment box, you 1 video away from your whole life changing. You're 1 video away. He got 144 million views. January 7th came, he got 1 million followers gained in 6 days. By the time January 31st came, he had 245 million in reach. By July 12th, he had 4 million followers. October 19th, he had over 1 billion video views. How many of you guys want this to be your brand? He got endorsement deals by Nike, by Hershey. And you know what happened next? He made over $400,000 from monetizing his brand off my system, off my framework. Okay. But once you have the framework, it's game over, because you can add it and insert it into any brand, any business model, and it'll take you to the next level. Super simple to do, to come in and take what you have to the next level. Now, anybody who's part of the community, part of my community, they're called the Spectacular Stars. All right. So you guys drop some stars in the comment box. A spectacular star wants to make an impact, create wealth, loves to learn, a desire to change lives and build a better world. Does that sound like anybody here right now? And my mission is to create over 1,000 millionaires. And my vision is to impact over 1 million people financially, mentally, and spiritually. How many guys ready to be a spectacular star? And I know some people may think right now, I don't know how to find products to sell. I don't know how to create a product. I don't know how to find time to post. I don't know how to stay consistently so I can grow. I don't know how to build a team and manage all this stuff. But the truth is, you can get access to secrets from top influencers to use to make residual income. Now, that's the reality, because I'm going to literally give you every framework. So as you guys are getting this framework, it becomes the next level to you guys. You understand that success leaves clues. Imagine in every situation, you got to figure out who is your mentor, who's going to guide you, focusing on the who and not the what. A lot of people focus on the what, and I used to do that a lot of times. But when my students start focusing on the what they had to do to become successful, they started getting lost. They started trying to figure it out. Then they started focusing on the who. Once they got the who, then all of a sudden, you started growing mentally, spiritually, financially, because now you remove the guesswork. When you guys are literally coming in to this situation, trying to figure out how to get to the next level, you confuse yourself because you don't know what your next steps are. So you know what a GPS is? A GPS tells you how to get to the promised land, to the final destination. So as you're getting to the final destination, it tells you, say, hey, go left and save 3 days by going this way, right? When you type in the promised land and somebody who already got the address, they can take you there the fastest way possible. If I told you right now, come to my office, because I'm in my office, would you know how to get here? No, you wouldn't know how to get here. You won't know how to get here. You want to know why you wouldn't know how to get here? Because you never been here before. So when you are a mentor, you literally have the GPS that you type in and the success that they already at, and then they're going to guide you with their voice. Go left, go right. All right, save 3 days by go this way. So as soon as things happen to them, Now they have more information. They can now feed it to the GPS and say, no, turn left, save 3 years by going this way. So now I'm gonna ask you guys a question right now. All you guys enjoying this training so far? Are you guys? Because I know I'm going off right now. Are you guys enjoying this training right now? All right, I see the yeses coming in. Okay, so far we covered a simple hack to build a brand on social media in less than 24 hours. Secret number 2, we covered how to grow 10,000 followers on social media without doing the heavy lifting. Secret number 3, how to get 10,000 followers to turn into $10,000. Okay, so who wants me to take things to the next level for them? Put I'm ready in the comment box. Put I'm ready in the comment box if you guys are ready for that. Put I'm ready in the comment box. Kendall said I'm ready. Felicia said yes. Ken said yes. Let's go. I see I'm ready. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's get it going then. Okay, so I want to introduce you guys to Social Media Income Challenge. It's the 5-day challenge. All right, where I'm going to help you make $10,000 online and create generational wealth in 4 weeks or less. Okay, without wasting time and money on strategies that flop, being broke and not leaving nothing for your kids. I don't know about you guys, but I want people to have I want my kids to have my name on the wall. I want them to have my picture on the wall because I left them something. Okay, a lot of people got to ask yourself, is your family going to leave your name on the wall? Why? If the answer is no, it's because you ain't leave them nothing. I want to change that. So here's what you guys are going to get, because you got the proof. You seen B. Simone. B. Simone came in, she made $1 million in 1 month. Shay, she came in, made $300,000 in a month. Mario hit over $1 million. All right, over $1 million with me, millions after millions. Another student called Ashley, she made $50,000 in her first year joining the program. All right, a mover came in and joined $100,000. All right, first couple of weeks she made $60,000. Okay, and all other spectacular stars. So you guys have the proof. And if you want to know who is this for working professionals who want to build and scale a business. All right, this is for entrepreneurs who want to grow their brand. This is for people who want passive income. This is for people who want to be their own boss, who want to wake up when they want to, who want to go do what they want to. They ain't got to ask for permission. A lot of people asking for permission to even go to the bathroom. All right, to even go spend time with your daughter. All right, this is for people who want to have more freedom with their kids. This is for people who want to create generational wealth. And one of the number one reasons why people don't get started, you might be thinking you can't get started because money is tight. And here's why that is a mistake and will hold you back from success. There's credit cards, there's loans, there's things you can sell, there's people that will support you, there's subscriptions that'll make you money. There's bad financial skills and poor money management. So we can stop all of that and we can get you guys going on things that's going to make an impact. Spend 5 days with me. Okay, so you guys are going to get the 5-day social media income challenge. It's valued at $1,685. All right, total value. I'm going to literally be live with you guys once a day for 5 days. How many guys want to spend 5 days with me for an hour, just like this? Well, I'm going to actually have you guys on Zoom and you guys be in the chat, all of that great stuff for 5 hours. And I'm going to teach you my framework. Okay. And here's the tools that you're going to get. I'm going to give you guys my beta. This is going to be for free. All right. This is not to everybody. Nobody even know about this website. It's literally my beta program. I'm going to give this as a bonus. Okay. To the first 5 people that sign up with me. All right. 14-day bonus. And I'm going to tell you what you guys are looking at. When you guys use this system, you're actually going to be able to schedule things out on your page to the most viral times to post. So once you put it on once you schedule it out, it's going to post on the most viral time for your social media account to give you the most likes, the most comments, the most engagement. Okay. This is all technology that was built. All right. That's built on the Adwizar.io because everybody don't have enough money to do $1 million campaigns. So whatever we did with $1 million campaigns, we put it in this technology. You guys get to experience it for 14 days for absolutely free in my beta program. Okay, you actually get to see your grid. You get to see your calendar. You get to see what hashtags is bringing you the most followers. The hashtags is getting you the most engagement. All right, you can post different comments and content on different on different platforms. So Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of these platforms, and actually have different captions for each one of them, because the way I would speak on Twitter is different than what I would speak on LinkedIn. The way I speak on LinkedIn is different than Facebook. All right. No other program is like this in the world. Okay. So you guys are going to get access to this for absolutely free. All right. And with these tools, you'll be able to save time and money by automating. You can get the help that you need to keep progressing. You can get funding for your business. All right. Because in the social media income challenge, I show you guys how to get funding for yourself, get connected with like-minded entrepreneurs. It's going to show you how to make residual income online, so you can do it anywhere in the world from your laptop. All right. It's going to show you guys how to grow an engaging, loyal audience for yourself and your brand. It's going to develop a high income skill that will pay you for a lifetime. Okay. And also it will revive inactive social media accounts and monetize them. This sound like something you guys would want. And you guys will be able to get rid of wasting money on things that don't work. You'll be able to get your time back. Worrying about what you can't afford, that's going to be out the window. Being alone on this entrepreneur journey, because you're going to have the spectacular stars on your side. You're going to become a spectacular star, right? You're going to have a family, brother and sisterhood. You're going to have, you get rid of all the non-supporters, errors on mistakes, and then being scared of the unknown. All right. So problem solved. I wasn't able to monetize my followers, so I had to find a way to create a proven system for myself. Okay. This will save you tons of time, money, because I spent millions of dollars and thousands of hours on mistakes and testing and different strategies along with expensive coaches and mentors. If you guys feel me right now, say, I feel you. All right. And you might be thinking, you can't use these tools because you don't have any technical skills or time. And here's why that's not true, and it's going to hold you back from success. All you need is 30 minutes a week, and the software does everything for you. You don't have to worry about nothing. All the software does everything for you. 30 days a week, and you get things going. And in a social media challenge, you guys gonna spend with me an hour a day for 5 days. All right. So these are the tools you're gonna get. The Adwizar.io beta. And when you join the social media income challenge, you're gonna get a Telegram exclusive private member VIP chat where you get to talk to all my millionaire students. Some of my 100,000 students. We even got Keisha Cole joining this social media income challenge, right? I coach her, I mentor her, right? And you guys get 5-day mentorship from me from Sensei Spec, all right? And also you guys get a free t-shirt. How many guys want a free t-shirt, all right? We're going to make this thing happen. So I'm going to break down exactly what you guys are going to get in these 5 days. How many guys want to know exactly what you guys are going to get in these 5 days? How many guys want to know exactly what you're going to get in these 5 days? All right, so let me break this down. During this 5-day class, you're going to learn from Spectacular Smith the secrets on implementing to help reach thousands of people so you can start and scale a profitable business. So we take everything in your mind and we turn it into a digital asset. All right, well, you can do it one time and get paid for a lifetime. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to think like a mogul. All right. The secrets to social media passive income, that's valued at $679. So I'm gonna teach you all my framework, the way I think, the way I build my schedule, the way I gain millions of dollars. People think that it's just about business, but it's about mentally. All right. It's about a lot of things that you got to fight through. All right. I'm gonna teach you how to set up and strategize to create a product that quickly generates $10,000 a month. All right. On social media, that's valued at $2,497. All right. The next thing I'm gonna show you guys on day 3 is the tools and the processes you need to get funding, to delegate, automate, to successfully create a passive income business. How many guys want a passive income business? That's $1,459. All right. Day 4, I'm gonna teach you guys the secrets to accomplishing greatness like an industry titan. Okay, that's valued at $659. All right, the last day, you guys are going to learn the secrets I use to launch a passive income stream that will kill your competition. I don't care who your competition is. Once I break down this framework, you guys are going to see the breadcrumbs to success, and all you got to do is follow it step by step. That's valued at $449. All right, so this is what you're going to get when you paid in full with the bonuses. You're going to get the social media income valued at $1,685. You're going to get the beta program valued at $1,500. You're going to get the 7-figure course starter framework valued at $2,499. You get the free t-shirt, which is priceless. You get the Telegram chat. All right. I'm in a Telegram chat. So just imagine having on-demand talks with me, on-demand coaching from me. Right. And also another great thing about it is with VIP, you guys get an hour extra. So just imagine me being on all the Zoom calls with all my millionaire students, all my thousandaire students, all the new students. Everybody's on one Zoom call and you get to ask me whatever questions you have. And then after the 30 minutes, after we do the presentation for an hour, so we do the VIP for an hour, then we do the presentation for an hour, then we have an hour just to implement, and only the VIPs get this. We get an hour for you guys to implement what I just taught you. All right, so that's valued at $1,000. Then I'm gonna show you guys how to get your first $50,000 in funding secrets, valued at $1,499. Then 5 hours of mentoring by me, valued at $50,000. All right, so it's $54,085 value. And this is what you guys are gonna learn: how to create social media stream to get a major cash flow. All right, while you sleep. Keywords: while you sleep, and obtain $50,000 to help you launch your passive income business. All right, you guys are gonna have to you guys will have to consistently sell out passive income launching strategies that you can rinse, repeat. All right, how to set up automated passive income launching strategies during while you guys can literally do during, after, just sit, put your feet up and just relax. Let everybody do all the heavy lifting for you. I'm gonna teach you all of that. And then also how to create your own workbook. So you can have your team delegate and they can do all of this for you guys. So now you got two choices: to not take a leap of faith and not do nothing, or jump and join this journey with me to 1,000 millionaires. And also I have a satisfaction guarantee. So if you join the Social Media Income Challenge and it doesn't help you with exactly how to make $10,000 and create generational wealth a month without wasting time and money and strategies that flop and being broke and leaving nothing behind for your kids, then I will work with you until you're satisfied. And if that still doesn't work, then I'll refund your money. How does that sound? All right, so the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? And if it does half of what I claimed today, it'll pay for it in less than 8 weeks. Now, and if that's not amazing enough, you guys can jump in right now. Go to buysmic.com. Go to buysmic.com. Get started now. We're only going to do 18 spots today, because after that, we're all sold out. And it's going to be amazing for you guys. You guys jump into VIP right now. It's literally $559 for the general admission, but for today and today only, I'm gonna let you guys in for almost 50% of the price for $297. Once again, $297. You guys can jump in. You guys get bonus session with me. Also with the bonus session, you guys are gonna get with me. What's gonna be great is that you get to spend 1 hour every single day. Also, you guys will get the opportunity to get a bonus session. So the session that actually start the first day this thing starts is on that link. You guys can see the dates that it actually is, and you guys can jump in. And I want to celebrate the people that's jumping in right now. Also, you get the VIP Telegram chat and everything that you can possibly think of. Everybody is right there, is going to be cheering you on, rooting you on, and we're going to literally take what you have to the next level with no issues. It's going to be the best thing that you ever did in your life. All right, so if you guys want to jump in right now, go to buysmic.com. Go to buysmic.com. Let's get this thing going. We got the general admission, which is $97, but to keep it real with you guys should be jumping straight to the top. A lot of y'all figuring out, like, man, you know, you want to start thinking like a millionaire. You want to be a millionaire, or you want to be a multi-millionaire. If you're already making multi-millions, then the next step is for you to literally start thinking like somebody that's already on that level. If you want to get to 8 figures in revenue, you got to start thinking like people that literally makes 8 figures in revenue right now. So you can get there and you can position yourself to start making the money that you want to make. Okay? So we don't go into the back of the plane. I want my seat so great. I want to sit on a pilot lap, goddammit. I want to get the best seat on the plane. You have to start treating yourself. This is the opportunity for you guys to literally treat yourself, for you to be selfish. Because so many times people try to come in and they try to take their half-empty cup and they start trying to pour it into others. But what happens is when you try to start pouring into others, you end up with a half-empty cup. So if you got 50% of a cup filled and you put 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%, everywhere else, you end up with nothing. So my job is to teach you guys how to overflow your cup and then flow into others so you can impact and help as many people as possible. Okay? And one thing I love to tell everybody is that I don't worry about how much something costs. I focus on how much it's going to make. That's how the wealthy think. If you guys want to become wealthy in life, and somebody just said, I can't afford it. You can't afford not to do it. That's the reality. $97, man, listen, you guys can spend that on a freaking dinner. What's $97? Come on now. Y'all got to be real with me right now. $97, $297. It's what we need you guys to jump in at. $297. And you got to model after success. Success leaves clues. Right? And you got to have a proven system, a proven process. I told you that I went to Harvard. Why? Because I wanted to learn a proven system. Schools is not going to get you what you want. Like if schools got you everything you want, it would be so many millionaires on this planet. Nobody would even be able to work for the people. But the reality is only out of 100 people, only 95% of people that see a great opportunity don't take it, and only the 5% take it. And those are the people who come wealthy. And Will Smith said, the things that has been the most valuable to me, I did not learn in school. You guys will not learn the things that you need to impact your life in school. Everybody think I got a degree, I got an MBA degree, all these little letters behind their name thinking that's going to do something. But half of the people that I know that's ultra successful, they had a mentor, they had a coach, they had somebody that taught them something. It wasn't schools. It wasn't the school system. The thing I learned from Harvard is teaching based on case studies. The information alone was outdated. That's the reality. That's our enemy. They don't want to see you win. They want to give you outdated information for a premium price. And if people are brainwashed by that and they think that this is what's going to help take them to the next level. Why do you think so many people lost in this world? Why do you think so many people lost in this world? Because they can't figure it out. Why they can't figure it out? It's because they're going through all the same systems. The same incorrect system that would never give them what they want. So I'm going to get some shout outs right now. We got Erica. If you guys are working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. If you're working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. If you're working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. We got Christina. Congratulations. Welcome in. Let's go. Everybody welcome in. Let's go. Let's go. We got Angela. Come on. Congratulations. Welcome in. If you're working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. All right. Who else we got? We got Tiffany. Come on. Let's go. Welcome in. If you're working on it, say I'm working on it. If you're in, say I'm in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, 11. Okay, we only have a certain amount of spots available. We only have 6 more spots available. When you guys are working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. Now I'm going to talk about, a drive-through. All right. Now, what I said, a lot of people in your industry, you got to figure out what is in your industry. And as you figure out what's in your industry, what's outside your industry, on what you can take from to help involve and put you ahead of the curve. And this is what's great about mentorship and coaches. They're going to show you exactly how to take what you have to the next level with the correct framework. And when I say that is, you had the drive-through. The drive-through was created by In-N-Out Burger. All right. So when they created In-N-Out Burger, the banking industry said, damn, well, we can do the same thing. Right? In-N-Out Burger sales skyrocketed through the roof when they added the drive-through. So the actual other industry, banking industry, said we can do the same thing. So they started putting drive-throughs in. And then everybody started putting drive-throughs in. And everybody, revenue starts skyrocketing. So what works in one industry can work in the next industry. Okay? Because that's the reality, right? You got In-N-Out Burger. They wouldn't be who they are today if they didn't add the drive-through. Okay, and understanding that when you have a coach, it's the next level for you, right? And Denzel Washington said, I say luck is when an opportunity comes along and you're prepared for it. My mentor said, you get 2 opportunities of a lifetime. two. Only two and two only. A lot of you guys are on your last opportunity. Some of you already maxed out on your opportunities, right? And if you guys jump in right now, go to buysmic.com. Go to buysmic.com. I want you guys to jump in right now. Go to buysmic.com right now. All right, jump in right now while you guys can. All right, so we got Joe. Come on, congratulations, Joe. Let's go. If you guys are working on it, say you're working on it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. We got 2 spots available. All right. Once the spot, not only the price is going to go back to $600. All right. It's going to go back to $600. And then if I don't even extend it, it was not even going to be no more spots at all. Is not even going to be able to get in even at $600. Okay. So the last spots are going to be taken up in a few. Last 2 spots, whoever get it, got it. Okay. So when you guys are prepared for something, it's going to take you guys to the next level. But you got to stop passing over opportunities repeatedly. People think that they're poor financially, but they're poor mentally. Passing over the opportunities repeatedly. Okay. And if you guys jump in, say I'm in. If you guys are working on it, say I'm working on it. If you're in, say I'm in. If you're working on it, say I'm working on it. And the reality is, you're passing over every opportunity and you wonder why you can't get where you got to go in life right now. Because you're so confused on what you need to do, and every opportunity come in front of you, you think is a scam. I heard one wealthy person say one time, the poorest they getting poor because, the rich they getting richer because the poor think everything is a scam. They think everything is a scam. So how could you get to the next level if everything that's in Fiona, congratulations. Let's go. Welcome in. Congratulations. Would they tell you they would rather do that? Because I was overhearing a conversation and the guy was talking about, hey, would you switch spots with your parents? And the person said, hell no. They say, no, hell no. Say, would you switch the bank accounts with your parents? Would you switch their lifestyle? Would you switch their car? Would you switch their house? Would you switch lives with them? And they say, hell no. But my question is to you, when they ask your kids that about you in the future, what is the answer going to be from your kids? What is the answer going to be from your kids? That's the reality. You know the answer to that, but what are you going to do to change the answer to that? What are you going to do to change the answer to that? If you want to build your business up, if you stuck at $10,000 a month, you stuck at, $50,000 a month, let me help you take that to $1 million. Let me help you take that $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month. Like I did with Mario, like I did with B. Simone, like I did with Shay, like I did with all of my students. I have over 9,000 students. If you guys are working on it, say I'm working on it. So let me tell you about this quick story. So it was a guy stranded by water. He was on the top of his roof, and it was filled, like water was everywhere. It was this big flood. Hurricane came. It was flooded everywhere. It was on his roof. Guy came on the rowboat, and he said, jump on, let's go. Trying to save him. He said, no, God got me. God got me. Next person came, helicopter came, he said, yo, come on, jump in, drop the ladder down, come on, let's go. He said, no, God got me, I got it, God got me. Then speedboat came, ooh, true, let's go, jump on board, let's go. He said, no, I'm good, I'm praying, God got me. He ended up dying. He got up to the gates of heaven. He said, God, I did everything you asked me to do. I prayed, I donated, I helped people. I did everything you asked me to do. God looked at him. He said, man, I sent you a guy on a rowboat. I sent you a helicopter. I sent you a guy on a speedboat. You chose not to get in. What you want me to do? You got to ask yourself, what are those speedboats in your life and how could you jump on them? So many people, they have opportunity after opportunity and wonder why they still in the same place 5-10 years from now. 5-10 years from now, and they wonder why they still in the same spot. Why they don't have nothing to pass down to their kids. Why are they confused in their business? Why they can't get to a multi-million-dollar business? Yeah, you hit $1 million, but how do you get to $10 million now? And you're confused. Because you're scared of the unknown. You're scared to take a jump. You're scared to take a leap of faith in yourself. You're scared. You're scared. Will Smith said, the best opportunities are on the other side of fear. That's what Will Smith said. He said, the best opportunities are on the other side of fear. And he gave a story about how he went to go skydive one day. And when he went to go skydive, he said they count to 3 when it's time to jump out the plane. So when it came to 1, 2, they push you out the plane. Why? Because on the 3, they lock up and they don't end up jumping out because they get scared. So as the person that's coaching them on how to skydive, they push them out on 2 because they already know as a coach that they're going to lock up on 3. So as your coach, you got to figure out how do you push you through those boundaries. And he said once he jumped down, he said it was the most blissful and most amazing experience of his life. And all he can think of was, why was he so scared to jump? Why was he so scared to jump? And a lot of us in our life, we have those moments where we got to have somebody push us on 2 so we can tap into our full greatness. We can tap into our full potential. Because if you don't step forward, you're going to end up in the same spot. You're going to end up in the same spot of your life if you don't step forward. Nothing beats failure than trying. Somebody write that down. Nothing beats failure than trying. Price is never an issue in the presence of value. So when you see value into something, you jump on it. But if you keep your eyes focused on the problem, you're going to end up with a distraction. you're going to end up with a distraction. So you have to stop and pay attention to what God has called you for. Because there's a difference between your idea and God's idea and God's result. But if you don't let God put his hands on you, then you can't receive what he's trying to give you. Because your steps are ordered by God. So you have to let him guide your feet. Follow God's idea because you're favored by God. But if you're not willing to accept it, then you can't get it. Because somebody right now is waiting for you on the other side of obedience. That's what your opportunity is, waiting right on the other side of obedience. So if you listen, everybody's here for a reason.
I thought I was on the stage.
My shirt say, "My God versus my
free
enemies."
Information. This is just
my God versus my
enemy.
Because I understand that. But if your hand is closed, then you can't grab what God is giving you.
Catch all the valuable information that he's providing.
Because your hand is closed. Your mind is closed.
This is free information. I help people.
And one thing I learned, I learned to make decisions
I also
quickly.
have other videos.
I learned to make, every time I make decisions, I'm making it 60 seconds or less. Because you end up talking yourself out of your mission, out of your dreams, because you're thinking too long. You're thinking way more than what you're supposed to be. So you're wondering why you can't get ahead in life because you're too busy out thinking it, out talking yourself out of your situation. And if you guys want to join right now, go to buysmic.com. Go to buysmic.com. Go right now. Go to buysmic.com. I want you guys to join. And right now we got 2 spots available. 2 spots available. So let me tell you this investment story. So as you guys get money, and I teach you guys and I coach you on how to make a lot of money, you're going to have a new job. And when I say that by, with a giggle, because as you get money, it's going to be 1 million people that's going to pitch you an idea. Your full-time job is going to be getting pitched by people. That's what it's going to be. So one day I had a guy come in and he said, "Spec, this is going to be huge." I said, "Okay, it's going to be huge." I looked at it. I said, "Damn, this might be big." I said, "You know what? Let me think about it." My partner was right there. He's the guy who introduced me to him. And at this moment, and I'm just thinking about it again. It's this crazy story. So I started talking to my mama. My mom said, "Nope." She called me Specky. She said, "Specky." She said, "I think it's a scam." I said, "Damn." Mom said, "No." I said, "Oh, shoot." I went to call my best friend. And I said, "Yo, what you think?" He said, "Bro, I don't know about that, bro. It sound fishy." I said, "Damn." Broski said it sound fishy. So you know what? I say, forget it. I decided not to do it. So your gut feeling is past experiences plus emotion and logic mixed together. That creates a gut feeling. So my gut feeling told me this was a great opportunity, but I decided not to take a leap of faith on my gut feeling. I started listening to people that never invested a day in their life in themselves. But you take advice from people that never did things in their life. That's why you end up in the same spot and place as that person that's giving you the advice. So I read the book called Richest Man in Babylon. And in that book, it say, listen, if you want to invest, you get advice from an investor. You don't have a person investing your money that's a shoemaker because they know nothing about investment. So why would I talk to him about investing when he knows nothing about investing? He can't guide me on investing because he don't know anything about it. My mom can't help me, even though she loved me to death. My friend loves me to death. But why would I ask them anything about investing? What should I invest in this? My spouse, should I invest in this? But they never made another investment in their life. I'm the first person who's jumping out. So I have the right to be the person that do the investment. But I understood my calling was calling on me, and I feel like the same thing with you. Your calling is calling on you, but are you going to take actions based on that calling? Well, I want you guys right now to guess how much. It was 40 grand to join, to get into the investment. How much money you think I missed out on by not joining that investment? How much money you think I lost out on by not joining that investment? When you move in faith, everything is possible. I had to move in faith, but I had no faith in myself. I had no faith in God guiding my steps at the time. I lost over $2 million. My heart dropped out my ass. Over $2 million because I didn't take an opportunity that I knew was my opportunity. The time is now. Somebody put no opportunity wasted in the comment box. I'm going to show you guys everything. But if you do not put in the work, you do not get the results. I'm going to show you everything in my power to take your information, take your knowledge that's up here and turn it into $10,000 a month. That's if you want to. Is that something you guys want? Let me know if I'm wasting my time right now. Let me know if I'm wasting my time right now. Is that something that you guys want? But you can't help the world unless you help yourself. You can't help your family if you can't help yourself. Now, general admission is $97. I don't want anybody to give me an excuse right now that you ain't got $97. $297 is for the VIP. You get literally over 10 hours of my time. 10 hours. 10 hours of my time. And I heard a guy named Dean Gracios. He did over $100 million, right? Similar to me. He said, if I ever went broke today, I would sell what I know, take my experience and help someone get to point A to point B from my experience. How many of you guys feel right now that you know?
So, and I'm willing to pay that $97 to learn what they're teaching and spread that information to everybody else. I am willing to do that.
Great at, or you have a skill set you're really great at, and you can teach other people how to do the same thing, and they will pay you for it $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 just to learn what you have.
And I'm not looking for money
People
to do
would
that.
pay you. And I started focusing on the who and not the what. I talked about this earlier. When you focus on the who, your whole life change. Your whole life change. I was literally doing a training the other day. And let me take my mic off so you guys can see. I was doing a training the other day. And let me see if I can find it. And it was about the who and the what. And it was a person that spent so much time trying to figure things out. And it went to the next level. This is my training, right? As you guys can see right here. Let me put this closer. All right. This person was right here. They wanted the result, right? This is the what they want. And this is the who. Now that person went to the who, ended up getting the result. So when they tried to do it before, when it was the what, it took them 10 years. It took them 10 years to build their business. They had a coaching business. All right. It took them 10 years to hit $1 million. Okay. Now, the next person that was similar to them in the same exact field, they focused on the who. But the result they got from focusing on the who, this person already had a $100 million coaching business. So they went and they learned, and it took them a year. So the same exact structure, the same exact industry, the same exact offer, The person that focused on the who end up getting a result in a year, and the person that focused on the what end up getting it in 10 years. This person made $1 million in 10 years. This person made $1 million in a month. Now you got to ask yourself, which one you want to focus on? You want to focus on the who, or you want to focus on the what? Because the what is going to cost you 10 years of your time. The who will get you right in a month. Now, not necessarily saying that every last person on here is going to end up making $1 million in a month. But once you got the right framework, it's invaluable on how much money you right now to go to buysmic.com. Go to buysmic.com right now. You can receive everything you need in life. I'm going to repeat that. If you can help people get what they want, then you will receive everything you need in life. That's why I'm doing this, because in order for me to hit my 1,000 millionaires, I in return get what I want in life. I'm literally coming in, being selfish to help you make millions.
But it's up to the individual to
if
make
you
that.
want it, anything that you want in life, thinking the way that you think, having the habits that you have, wouldn't you already be there? Evidently, something is off. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and magically thinking that something different gonna happen for you. It ain't gonna happen. If you do the same thing, you're gonna get the same result. So you have to switch it up to get something different, to get a different result. I teach people how to think and not what to think. I know that probably went over y'all head just now. I want you guys to take advantage of your advantage. Take advantage of your advantage. Now, right now, I want to know how many of you guys right now are still working on it. I want to know how many of you guys are still working on it right now, because we just ran out of spots. How many guys are still working on it right now? Say, I'm still working on it in the comment box. How many guys are still working on it? I want to know if I'm still wasting my time. I don't want to waste my time. Because I ain't going to lie. A lot of y'all, a lot of people, a lot of y'all living y'all life like death ain't real. Like y'all got time. Y'all ain't got time. A lot of y'all gonna make $1 million, but it's gonna be when you hit 90 years old, or you want to make it next year. Or you want to make it next year.
So I just took him off the screen, but I'm going to invest in myself to invest in y'all. So it's up to the viewers to take action. So once I get this and I provide y'all the information, it's up to you what you do with that information. So I'm going to spend my money for this. Okay? So hopefully y'all take advantage of that.
What are you waiting on? Ask somebody to cash up you some money. Go sell something in your house. Make it happen. Stop making excuses. You can't make excuses and money. They don't go together. You got to pick. It's one or the other. What y'all gonna do about it? In life, we don't get our goals. We get our standards long term. And the Bible says, thou shalt not work, thou shalt not eat. Thou shalt not work, thou shalt not eat. If you're not willing to work, you're not willing to eat. If you're not willing to work, you're not willing to eat. Now, the crazy thing is, I'm gonna show you this right now. Now you have you guys have Jiffy Lubes, right? How many of you guys know a company called Jiffy Lubes? How many of you guys know a company called Jiffy Lubes? Now, there's a company called Jiffy Lubes, and the CEO, and with the CEO, he ended up running into a coach. And after he told me this story, I was blown away. I said, okay, Mr. Jiffy Lubes, he's telling me the story, and he had a coach. I think his name was Alfred. I keep jacking his name up. I think his name was Alfred. And they had this building, Jiffy, right? And in that building, what did Jiffy Lubes do? Can somebody tell me in the comment box? What did Jiffy Lubes do? What do they do right now? What does Jiffy Lubes do? Oil changes, right? So they had these cars. Okay, so they had these cars and they did oil changes. So in the first year of business with Jiffy Lubes, they hit $100,000. Year one. They met a coach. They were stuck. They was trying to figure out how to crack that $100,000 in a year. They was confused. They ended up getting themselves a coach. They got Alfred as their coach. They got recommended Alfred. They say, Alfred, what do I need to do to take my business to the next level? So sometimes a lot of people think that you got to do this large, lavish thing to actually build a business. So when you have a mentor, you have a coach, write this down. You're not learning from their.
Okay, so everybody, I just purchased this. So I'm going to invest in myself, and hopefully y'all will join and get this information, what I learned from him, and y'all be able to benefit from it also. Okay, I just purchased it. I just paid for it. See, congratulations, you booked the VIP admissions. Okay.
One, what if you just added 3? So now, right off the bat, that one tweet from that coach went to the second year of business, right?
And also, I'm gonna post a link just in case if someone want to purchase it by themselves. I'll post it in the chat.
To build the other units, he said, cut the back of the wall out, and when they come
but
in,
I will provide what I learned for free.
You make them go in, and you make them go through the back of it. So now it flows, and it doesn't jam up since you don't have a lot of space. Now, at any point in time, if I blow your mind, we put NBM in a chat box. All right. So anytime you get a mind blowing moment, put NBM. So they end up adding 2 extra pods, and then he made them drive through, cut the back of the wall so they can go out in the back of it. So that way the parking lot didn't jam up. So they had another session with him. So as he's having this session with him, he said, listen, a lot of our customers are coming and they're never coming back. They just get one oil change and we just get one customer. So the best thing you could do is sell your customer multiple times. And if a customer comes to you more than one time, then they stick for a lifetime unless you mess it up. All right. So with that being said, the coach had the last session with them because they only paid for 3 sessions. So they went to the last session. He said, if you want them to stay and keep coming back to you, add a sticker at the top of their windshield on when the next time to come back. And their business went from $1 million in the 3rd year to over $100 million. All from that coaching session that they had. So now you got to ask yourself, if that coach was charging them $1 million to get to 100 million, do you guys feel like that was a great opportunity and that was a great deal? I want to know in the comment box. If this person $1 million, right? Investment. Got them 100 million. Is that a good investment? Absolutely. Now, if for $1 million, the person actually charged them $100K for that investment, do you feel like that was a good investment? You paid them $100,000, they make you $1 million. Is that a good investment? Okay, Lucas said yes. Okay, Leslie said yes. Christopher said yes. Joe said yes. I see MBM. Okay, now if somebody charged, right, $50K, and I'm gonna get even higher on that investment to actually make $100,000, do you feel like that's a great investment? And this is only in a year. Right now, do you feel like it's a great investment? You pay me $50,000 and now you make $100,000 in your first year, $50,000 profit. And from that point forward, you got $100,000 profit every single year for the rest of your life. Because now you got the information forever that you can pass down. Because all the people that's in the back right here is the kiddos that now you can take that same information and you can pass down to your kids. You can pass down all of that information to the kids. And now that's what creates what they call generational wealth. So you got to ask yourself, what do you want? Do you want to create generational wealth, financial freedom, generational freedom? This is the opportunity where you guys can do that. But if you don't take action on the things that's going to impact you for $297 that I'm cutting the price from $597, you have the opportunity to jump in right now. Then what is the problem? What is the problem? Why are you waiting on something that's going to impact your life forever?
I did it for y'all. Okay.
Forever. But you know what a lot of people do?
So y'all can save y'all money.
They got their hand on their head.
But you still
This
get
is their head right now.
valuable
They're like this.
information.
What next? Because you're focusing on the what. And too many of y'all are focusing on the MWAs, minimum wage activities. And you wonder why your business is not where it needs to be at in life. You're confused. You want to know why you're confused? Because the MWA. You're focusing on minimum wage activity instead of getting your team of virtual assistants to do the work for you. Anything that you feel that's not great for your time, If you don't have $297 at the moment, then you get the $97. You can always upgrade later. Go to buysmic.com. Jump in, $97, right? The general admission is $197. You guys are gonna get in for $97. All right. Once this training ends, it's over with. It's gonna go back up to the normal price. So you got to ask yourself, how much is your time worth? Put how much you want to make, and then you divide that into how much time, because you don't make it yet. So divide it in your time into how much hours is in a year, and you divide that and you find out how much money you charge per minute. And then you can find out how much money you charge per hour. And then once you know that, then you can decide if you need to be working on that minimum wage activity or not. So what we need to focus on, because a lot of you guys are like this right now, you're trying to do everything yourself. You're focusing on every minimum wage activity in front of you. But you need to start focusing on ROT, return on time. I don't go and take out my trash. I don't clean my house. I don't fix a sprinkler. I don't even change my alarms in my house, because it's a MWA. It's a minimum wage activity for me. You know how much I get paid for a minute worth of my time? So if something costs me a whole hour to do, I lose out on $10,000 because my time is valued at $166 per minute. That's how much people pay me. And they leave me reviews, 5-star, because they pay me the money. And once they start paying me, then all of a sudden, when they get an hour worth of my time, they appreciate it. And they actually take action. So when they pay me 10 grand for an hour worth of my time, they respect and they take action. They end up making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, for this training, when you get VIP, I give you guys an extra hour every single day, including a bonus day on Sunday. So you guys literally get to be with me for 6 days. So that's 6 hours worth of my time. And I'm doing this because I know you guys cannot afford me. But I want to impact you guys. I want to help you guys. But I know when people pay, they pay attention. When people pay, they pay attention. And the heart follows the pocketbook. So if you are investing, then this is the time to invest in yourself. Say, if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will die. You will work until you die. If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you're going to work until you die. Nobody wants to do that. But the reason why you're not learning is because you're not focused on your ability. Your ability is what's going to get you the time. So when you focus on your high income skill, on getting a digital asset, and you start learning the craft, and I start teaching you and coaching you, then you get more time. And as you're getting more time, now you have more time to make what? More money. Now you have the time to get more money, because this is the myth. I don't have enough time to start my business, to accumulate wealth, to change my life. I don't have the money to start my business, to accumulate wealth, to make more money. I don't have the ability to start my time to make, that's all I hear. But this is Jim Rohn, a freaking amazing marketer, wealthy guy. He said the greatest reward in becoming a millionaire is not the amount of money that you can earn. It is the kind of person that you have to become a millionaire in the first place. So you guys have to become another person to become the person you want to come to make the millions you want. You can't have the same mindset you have now to become a millionaire. You can't have millionaire dreams with a minimum wage work ethic. You can't have millionaire dreams but a minimum wage thought process. When people are millionaires, they invest. So if you want to become a millionaire, you got to act like a millionaire right now and invest in things that's going to bring you a 10x in return on your money. That's the reality. Now, I want everybody right now to go to buysmic.com. You can always upgrade later. Start now. You can always upgrade later. Start now. You can always upgrade later. You can't invest in the future focusing on the past. you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because if you're uncomfortable right now, this is the time. It's $297. A lot of you spend that on the most dumbest thing on the planet. The most dumbest things on the planet. But you have a lot of fear. False evidence appearing real. It is not real. The things you're fearful of is the things that you need to take
And I
action on.
spend that on DoorDash, Uber Eats. So that's the reason why I just jumped
You
on
may
the
fail
opportunity.
1,000 times.
And it's going to help us all.
But you only have one time that you're right to change your life forever. All those failures goes out the window when you get that one right. Michael Jordan missed hundreds of last-minute buzzer beater shots. But do they talk about those? They only talked about the 5% that he actually made. Because it's only about the one time that you're right. It's only about the one time that you're right. The reality is you can't save yourself the wealth. Don't feel failure or regret. God makes no mistakes. You literally got one choice. And I heard something from Steve Harvey. And I'm gonna read this to you guys before I wrap this thing up. This is what Steve Harvey said. And if you guys are working on it, say you're working on it. If you in, say I'm in. If you're working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. If you're working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. This is what Steve Harvey said. Steve Harvey said, fear is the number one cause of people not being successful. People are afraid to fail. The average person frees themselves with fear and they never try. Failure is a part of the process. Lose the fear of failure. Faith is believing in things you cannot see. Failure is when you learn from these lessons. The best lessons you can learn is a bought lesson, the one you pay for, and it will stick with you harder than anything. No excuses. You got to walk up the hallway to life. When one door closed, it's a hallway full of doors, but you have to take the you have to take the leap of faith to be willing to walk down that hallway, right? When you drive looking in your rearview mirror, your windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror for a reason. Because when you're looking back, it's small. But when you're looking forward, you got a whole windshield of opportunity out there for you, right? You have successful thoughts. Everything you do, it should be thinking big, right? Everything should be about positive thoughts. When things ain't working, be grateful and then pray. God gave you a vision. God gave everybody here a vision. But are you going to take a leap of faith on the vision that God put in your brain? God gave you that vision. And it's my opportunity and it's your opportunity. And I feel obligated to help you bring that vision to life based on my framework. Based on my framework. Because if you think it won't work, then it won't work. If you think it's going to work, then it will work. It will happen. You will become successful. But you got to understand it's going to work. But if you in your mind and you have doubts on yourself, because this works, it works for B. Simone, she became a multimillionaire. It became for Shay, she's a multimillionaire. Mario, he's a multimillionaire. Like all these guys are multimillionaire. All these kings and queens are multimillionaire based off my framework. So it works. So the only thing that will stop you is from you thinking that you're not worthy or that you are not capable of, because it works. But it don't work unless you do. I want everybody right now to stop what you're doing and go to buysmic.com. Go to buysmic.com. Join right now. It's $97. I dropped it down from $197 for the general admission. For the VIP, it's $297. All right. I dropped it down from $597. Go right now. Jump in. And now we got to the end of the session. So now I want to bring on a very special guest, Master P. Yo, P, tell them about how to become successful in this day and age right now.
Yeah, for me, and I know that a lot of people out there, they want it to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. Keep your trust and faith in God. I tell people all the time, I'm not self-made, I'm God-made. I know that God lead me on this journey, put the right people around me, put the right people in my life, put the right people on my team. Don't be afraid to cut people off that's not on that same journey with you. I don't care whether it's family members, friends, or whatever. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. At the end of the day, you running this journey, you going up that mountain. When you look down, it's probably going to be nobody else behind you. People are going to give up on you. People are going to tell you that this is impossible. But you have to believe in this journey. You have to keep going. Don't stop. Don't quit. I tell people all the time, I name my company No Limit, because it's going to be no limit to my success. And I call myself Master P because I'm a master of the game. I'm a master whatever I do. That's why this Masterclass is so important, that we're giving y'all this game. We want y'all to take this and run with it, because I don't want this just to be us. Also, I want to tell y'all, on this journey, you are going to fail. So I know a lot of people want this to look all glitter and glam, that this is not going to happen to you. Yeah, use your failure to fuel that fire. And that's what helped me get on that journey to success. When I fell down, I fall down with my hands, get back up, get back on the horse. A lot of people fall down on the horse. A lot of people lose thousands and they turn into millionaires. People lose millions and turn into billionaires, because information and technology is constantly changing all the time. So don't be afraid to get the knowledge and the wisdom. Education is the key to success. One thing I told y'all that you need to do, invest in a coach or somebody, a mentor, somebody that know more than you, but get the right person. So if you want to know about financial literacy, get somebody that been through something, somebody that's successful, somebody that understands the financial game. In your business, you're in a clothing line, you get people that master that. Are you in the car business or the car game? Get with somebody that been through everything that you are gonna go through. And some people that made it, even the people that had to go through the bumps in the roads, those guys have the blueprint. They know it. And that's what me and Spec want to do for y'all today. Give y'all that game. We don't want to keep this as a secret. We want to give this to y'all. So one, invest in somebody that know more, is probably a life coach. I know a lot of people don't understand that, but that information, knowledge, and wisdom is so important. Also, you know, for me, when I pay for information, I got the best out of it. So paying for information, don't be afraid to pay for information. I told y'all I spent $25,000 with Michael Jackson attorney to learn the music industry in the early 90s. So don't be afraid to invest in you. And you want to know, when you go into these business meetings, closing these business deals, you want to know the different type of deals. What I was able to find out from that attorney, which he taught me, was how to get a distribution deal. And so I was going to need more money to get that distribution deal, but that $25,000 ended up being the best money that I spent. I was able to create an empire, build No Limit Records, and turning something into nothing from scratch, starting out to my garage. So everybody that's on here, don't be afraid to start out your garage. Start small. When you look at Nike, look at all these big major companies, they all started out their garage. Don't be afraid to market and promote your product all the time. This is a brand me and Snoop created, Snoop cereal, but this is bigger than cereal, because when you see this, bro, this foods, this is a family name. This is what Gucci, Versace, Post, Kellogg's, all these companies, these are family brands. So you think you buying Gucci and Versace, those are family names. And so we want to be able to use our family names to pass that down from generation to generation, to build generational wealth. And I think a lot of us don't understand how to do that. It's not about having money. It's about creating ideas. I tell people wealth is built in ideas. It's not about the money. And most people don't get a chance to finish their ideas. And that's why the most treasures are in the graveyard. So we got to stop sitting back, waiting and saying, what are we going to do today to reach our dreams and goals, to be able to build that generational wealth, to pass it down. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing. Product outweighs talent. Don't be afraid to invest in product. Personally, build your own brands, build your own products, because products gonna be around when we're not around. I tell people all the time, product don't talk back. and when you have your own brand, you don't have to sit around and wait for somebody to tell you what to do or work for the man. Because everybody was saying, you know, I got a job, the man tell me what to do. Yeah, the man tell you what to do because you have a job. You working. It's a different when you're the boss and you have your own company. So I see a lot of people on here have their own companies. I salute y'all. Keep grinding, keep growing. The most important thing is consistency. Consistency, making sure you take care of your customers, make sure you take care of your products and your brands. Like for me, having product with the Snoop cereal, it was all about taste. So we built this brand on taste. This could be in a brown paper bag, but if it tastes good. So I tell people all the time, the reason why McDonald's is so successful, because that brand was built on taste and quality. You look at the Big Macs, it tastes the same everywhere. That's what I'm talking about, consistency. So not being afraid to make sure that what if it might cost you a little more money, a little more time, look at the long haul. That's why I tell people all the time, it's about the journey. It's not just the destination. Don't think, oh, I'm gonna get to this destination so easy. Like you're gonna get into your car, turn your navigation system on, and then get there. No, you might have to take a tour. You might take a detour. You might have to go over some bumps. You might have to go over some bridges to get to where you need to be at. And that's why I love about being on the journey. The journey is so important. And I just want to tell y'all, my journey of success is different now, because my motto is the more I make, the more I give. So it's not about, we can't take none of this with us, but I know nobody out there want to live a lonely life, a broke life. So stop speaking that on yourself and speak positivity into the atmosphere and go chase your dreams and your goals. So today is going to be about that. How many people really want it? How many people willing to put the work in? How many people willing to change? So I know when y'all see my success, y'all think, oh, Master P just happened overnight. No, it didn't happen overnight. A lot of bumps in the road. But not giving up, keep chasing that dream and those goals and having integrity. Do what you say. And I tell people all the time, integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's looking. And also not being afraid to show up. Because most of us want to be successful, but we want to party, we want to play. You like, man, how you going to beat somebody when all you want to do is party, go to the clubs, hang out with your friends, get drunk, get high? I mean, how are you going to be successful? You're definitely not going to beat me if you sleep most of the day. So don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. And we're talking about going beyond just dreaming, having a plan of action. And so that's the plan that we have to have. What's the plan of action? Okay, we have dreams, goals, right? But we can't sleep, we can't party and play all day because everybody has 24 hours. So if you truly want to be successful, what are you going to do about it? And that's what today is about. Making sure you look in the mirror and knowing that no matter how young or how old you are, and it's a lot, I see there's a lot of females on here. I salute y'all, because when you look at business, it's mostly a male-driven industry, right? But I'm seeing so many successful women now too. So I'm happy to see that these women are on here, want this game, want this information, and doing something about taking their lives in their own hands instead of sitting around waiting for somebody else. I'm appreciative of my daughter. Like my daughter's around me that say, you know what, Dad, I want to be a boss. I want to be a female boss. I want to be able to make it. So the women on here that's on here, I salute y'all. Keep going. I'm telling y'all, like, you guys are changing the world, and I want to see more. I want to see more successful women. When you look at Fortune 500 companies, it's a 1% of African Americans that's running these Fortune 500 companies, CEOs. So we have to change that narrative. And when you look at black women are the most to graduate from college, but we are the least when you talk about running these companies, running these big brands. So that's why I love that you guys are creating your own, and that's what today is about. So keep going. I salute y'all. I take my hat off to y'all and to the men out there that's on this journey with us too. We need y'all. We need more successful men out there, because they always say, you know, we're the men that we're not taking care of families or we're not building wealth. We're just working. We're changing that. I see men on here that has their own companies, their own products and brands. And I'm excited for that, because for what me and Snoop has done in the grocery stores, we are the kings of the breakfast food. We are in these grocery stores, taking over, adding diversity. And I see we have Latinos, Asians, whites, blacks, Indians, everybody on here. And I'm telling y'all, we are stronger together. But I love that women are on here and taking a stand for changing their households, because that's what this is about. You don't have to sit around and wait for somebody. I love independent, strong women that are in the workforce and creating jobs for other people and running these companies and brands. So that's what today is about. I mean, we definitely have to celebrate them, because this is incredible. Seeing these women on here, seeing all these women names on here. And I thought we probably have more men on here today, but the world is changing, and we have to change with it. You know, I feel like these women, they want that game, they want that power, they want to be able to take care of their families, and they're not sitting around waiting on a man. And I love that, even though we know that we need each other. So men and women, we're stronger together. But I love also that these women are really taking advantage of opportunities and creating business and brands, and they're very successful right now.
And the beautiful thing about it is, I mastered the art of selling and building a digital product. You master the art of selling and building a physical product. And for us to come together, like you said, we're stronger together to be able to have blueprints. How I went from $1 million in the year to $1 million in the month to $1 million in a day to $1 million in the hour. And you took 25,000, took into 400 million. So we want to teach you guys our same exact blueprint, right?
But we also got to better listen. Spec, remember when we first started this journey, you wanted to do things your way. When you came to me, I was like, Spec, you got to slow down. You got to do this way. These people are not right. These people don't believe in you. These people just coming to take from you. So what I love about us, that we are adding value into each other's lives, finding people that really believe in you and really want to give you the game. And when I gave you the game, Spec, you was able to take it to the next level, because you was able to listen. You was able to listen, soak that game up, and then you was able to evaluate what you want to add. And I didn't want to change what you was doing, but I wanted to show you the mistakes that I made and the good things I was able to do that had me successful, and I was able to grow my wealth. And I said, you know what? If you do things this way, also put your own twist on it. But I've already done that. I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. And that's why I said about having a coach is so important. You guys shouldn't have to make the same mistakes we made. If we already been through it, or somebody else around you that could help you, that been through something, don't be afraid to listen and get that game and invest into yourself, and also give those people what they work. So that's what I've done too. I want y'all to know with my business, not only I put experts around me, but I was also able to pay them their value in their work. And that's why I was able to grow my company. So don't be afraid to make sure people on your team get what they need. And then you the boss, you're going to get the bigger piece of the pie. And so I invested in other people. I made sure people ate before me, because I knew I was going to get mine in the long haul. And so I think a lot of people don't understand that, like, you're going to have to take the
That's
highest
my
risk, the highest
mindset. That
reward.
is my
And
mindset.
so yours might not come
It's to
overnight.
share
Like some of these
before I
brands that I
get any
build,
benefit
y'all,
from it.
like I might get paid once a year. Like who are willing to say a sacrifice that they might not get paid till once a year, and then you paying everybody else. But at the end of the day, that payoff, that when you do get that payoff, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna be bigger than anything else that you ever done, because you was able to sacrifice and grow your products and grow your brand or grow your business. Like you say, Spec, you showed me something
Invest in yourself.
that I need to learn.
Invest
So
in
we learn
yourself,
from each other.
everybody.
Whether you the coach, you the teacher, we are constantly learning from each other. You the student. Think about it. My whole thing is I call No Limit a university. Everybody that comes to my university, I want them to grow. I want them to excel. Even if they excel past me, I know that I could say I was a part of that person's life, showing them something that they was able to take and feed more families. So today is about reason why we want to give y'all this game. We want y'all to feed more families so we could take away this poverty that we have in our culture and with our people. And when I say that with our culture and our people, I mean that people that look like us, but also people that don't look like us. You know, this is not just a black thing or a white thing or Asian or Latino or Indian thing. This is a people thing. We're stronger together as people. And I want us to realize that having good people, and that's what I call my circle. My circle is going to be surrounded by good people. If you're evil or you're bad or you're not doing right, I don't want you on my team. I don't care if you're family members, because it's going to slow your business down. So I taught Spec how to take physical product and sell it. And then he taught me how to take digital product and sell it. So we all in the same team, we're all in the same game, but don't be afraid to listen and learn and grow.
Well, listen, thank you, P, for coming up. But this is what I want to tell you guys right now. We're gonna have 5 days where you guys are gonna spend with me. P is gonna be tag teaming with me, and we're gonna walk you guys through our format and the framework. And I'm gonna start off first. P is gonna give you his framework, but we're gonna drop the link right now. It's only gonna be 25 spots before we all sold out. I just got off the phone with P before we got on here. He like, man, Spec, what's up? I was like, bro, we almost sold out. So we literally got 24 more spots available. So if you guys do want to have this opportunity to be able to learn from me and have P as my mentor come in and mentor you guys on top of me mentoring you guys, like, this is a game changer. Nobody does this. Nobody gets to the level that P is at and reach back and really teach you guys the game like we're doing right now for you guys. So this is your opportunity. This is your time to take action and literally take your life to the next level. So if you guys are ready, say I'm ready. And this is what I want you to know right now. There's 4 things that I want from everybody is commitment. All right. So commitment is something that I want everybody to have before we even move forward, because I don't want anybody that's not fully committed. And if you guys agree to these 4 conditions, then I'm going to take you guys across that finish line, which you've been praying and wishing and praying to God for. The first condition is you got to do it. You got to take the information and literally apply the information. Number 2, you have to be willing to not only change your life, you got to be willing to take the information to change somebody else's life. If you're committed to that, say I'm committed in the comment box. Number 3, I want a testimonial from you guys, because when you say Master P and Spectacular changed my life, my mission is to create 1 million millionaires. And the only way to do that is for you guys to help me get the word out, to help me and P get the word out to the people of what we doing. There's so many scams out there and people doing fraud and all of this stuff. They got to separate the real from the fake. And the only for them to know that is for them to see you get your results. All right. So if you committed, say I'm committed. And the last and final thing, I need you guys to tell somebody about this. Tell everybody, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your associates, tell an entrepreneur, tell a coach, tell a mentor. If you're a mentor without a mentor, you're a hypocrite. If you're a coach without a coach, you're a hypocrite. So this is your moment. This is your time for you guys to be committed. If you're committed to all 4, they'll say I'm committed in the comment box. If you're committed, say I'm committed in the comment box. And listen, it's not for everybody. It's not everybody. But if you're committed right now, say I'm committed. So let's walk them through it. All right. So drop the link right now. Go to buysmic.com. Team, drop the link in the comment box. First come, first serve. Whoever get in right now, for sure we're going to sell out. We got over 1,000 people on here right now. Whoever jump in, you jump in before it's all sold out, before this all... Who knows when we're going to do this again? P is a busy man. You know, I'm a busy man. We got a lot of stuff, but we only want serious. We're not in the business to help losers win. We in the business to help winners win more. All right. So team, we're going to drop the link in the comment box. Right now, go to buysmic.com. Go to buysmic.com. Listen, Pete, I appreciate you for jumping up here, man. I don't know what last word you got to him.
Well, I just want to tell everybody on here, it's time to get in the game now. Put God first. Let's get on this journey together to create economic empowerment, because when we teach each other, we constantly growing. We're gonna grow our community. We don't have to sit around and wait for them to do something for us. We're gonna do it for ourselves. So we want to see you win. That's what today is about. Everybody on here, we want to see y'all win. So knowledge, information is so important. Wisdom is so important. And stop worrying about the money. Oh, how I'm gonna get this money? No, get this education, information, knowledge. Like I told y'all, iron sharpen iron. When you look at me and Spec, we two people come from two different worlds, but we got together and say, you know what, we want to grow our community and our culture. And this is only for the ones that want it. Like Spec said, it's not for everybody, because everybody not gonna get it. But everybody can win if they put the work in, put the time and study and get better and grow. So we want to grow our community. That's what today is about. We love y'all. Stay focused, stay committed, and let's keep working. There's no limit to what we about to do and what we about to build. And we want to get this game to our people. We want y'all to be successful. So keep going and keep grinding, y'all. It ain't going to be easy. I'm just telling y'all right now, this is not overnight success, but we definitely going to give you the blueprint.
All right. If you guys are working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. I want to congratulate everybody in the comment box. If you're working on it, say I'm working on it. If you in, say I'm in. I want to congratulate everybody right now. Pete, thank you so much for jumping on right now. I'm gonna continue this thing, man, and I'm gonna keep it rolling.
Salute.
And I'm gonna represent for us. I thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to play you guys some testimonials, if that's fine with you guys. Is it cool if I play you guys some testimonials? Is that fine with you guys? I want to play some testimonials. Is that cool? I want to know in the comment box. I won't play it unless you guys say it's cool. Listen, you know what they say, if you're around 4 millionaires, you'll become the 5th. And we got nothing but students in this social media income challenge. You guys get to spend 5 days with me for me to give you my whole framework on how I make millions of dollars. And I'm literally going to give it to you guys. I never gave this to anybody but my students. And now you're going to have the opportunity to learn from me. And not only that, but meet my other millionaire students and be a part of the community. And be a part of the community. Is it cool? I want to see it in the comment box. I want to know in the comment box if it's cool. Let me know. Let me know. All right, I see everybody saying it's cool. All right, let me go. Y'all want to hear king or queen first? Which one y'all want to hear? Put it in the comment box. You want to hear king or queen first? I want to know in the comment box. You want to hear a king or a queen first? Let me know in the comment box right now. All right. Y'all want to hear a king or a queen first? Let me know. And these are all, I see queen. All right, we got one queen. All right, so this is what I want to do. I'm going to play this for you guys, and I'm going to keep it real with you guys. We sold out already, but I'm going to extend the spots by 5 spots, right? And I'm going to reset this clock for you guys. And it's going to be, right now, we got, what, 7 minutes? Once this thing hits 0, that's it. All right? We got no more spots. Either it hits 0 or you guys get nothing out the deal. The price is going to go back up. So I'm going to extend the spots by 5 spots, and I'm going to play this testimonial video, and let's rock and roll, man.
It's crazy because when you talk about 2020, right, around the pandemic, so I actually left my job to 2020. I wasn't making any money. I was desperate. I took all kinds of different programs, like everybody's program. But your program was the program that really took me to the next level. And the thing I have to say honestly about you, Spec, is that you really care. You really want people to be successful. So when you said to pull the trigger about moving up to the next level, it came with like a group coaching session with you. And I was like really struggling with how to make my course to really make me money. And you gave me a tip that really worked and skyrocketed my business to the point where I was making like up to $300K per month. But then coming around the bend, and even more than that, like the money sounds great, you guys, but every single one of you guys have talents. Like you're changing the world. Your talents and the gift that you're giving to the world and what you're doing for the people that you serve, like you're changing lives. So, you know, just to be able to change lives and do what I do on a bigger scale is amazing. And so in December, what happened is that I couldn't break through that 300K barrier. And so I was like, who can I call? Like, what can I do so that I can, you know, get the right mentorship? Because one thing I've learned is that if you want to reach a certain status, then find somebody who's reached that and excelled, and that can show you the shortcut to getting there. So since then, I joined the SS7 program, and like Spec and his team have taken me on literally like a baby, like already in a short period of time, because we really just started, but already in a short period of time, we have already started to see benefits and exponential growth. Like just on Thursday, we made $90,000. The day before that, we made $60,000. The day before that, we made $70,000. Like January has been my biggest month. And like it's just it's like the little details.
One more time. Say that one more time. Say that one more time for the people. Say how much did you make? Start from the beginning again. Just say it all over again.
90,000 yesterday. 60 on Thursday. 90,000 on Thursday. It was 60,000 Wednesday, and then it was 70,000 the day before that. Wow. 70,000 the day before that. Here's the Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
So, Shay, you're outstanding. Like super classy, love diva. And the first thing that when we talked, the first time we got on the phone together, you know, one of the first mandates the team was when you got to that level, you were doing a lot of things yourself. I mean, you're a closer. You're very proficient at it. You know, you're an amazing person, but you know, we were talking about we got to set up a sales team for you as well, and that hasn't even happened yet. And you're already banking. You're making bank, right? So you know, we're just getting there, right? You know, myself and the team are getting ready to come over. Sensei Spec has said, Desmond, you know, Andreas, the team, please make sure to look after Shay because she's part of the SS7. She's part of the Spectacular 7, right? So, you know, we're coming over and we're going to be blowing her up. So we're showing you different contrasts. Shay, are you excited with what's happening right now? Even with all that, you've been doing it yourself. Tell everyone, I mean, what's been some of the struggles as well too, closing or running the team, you know, and how do you feel about the support?
Right. So, you know, scaling your business takes a whole nother level of skill set. And a lot of times people like fail their way to the top. You know, you lose a lot of money. Before I met Spectacular, I probably lost at least $250,000 trying to start my business, trying to figure it out. So then recently I was like, you know, we're spending too much money. It's too much trial and error. And I was like, who's the best person that I can reach out to, you know, that I know can get me where I need to go? Because when you think of the best when it comes to online marketing and really being able to scale your courses, Spectacular is really the person that comes to mind. And so when I reached out to him and they responded back, I already knew we were going to be good because my team at the time, they were overworked. Like we had business coming in. Exactly what it is that we can do. And already it's like the stuff that your team is doing is really beyond my expectation. It's like the little bitty 100,000 it doesn't even, it's worth way more than that. It really is worth way more than that. Like the systems that you're setting up, the people, the VAs and everything else that you're putting in place, like my whole team is like super excited. And I said to them, I said, you know, I don't want to be making $300K a month anymore. I want to be making, you know, 8 figures a month. Like at the very minimum, I should be like, we have a great opportunity. And Spec was like, I'm gonna make it happen. Like, we're gonna make it happen. And there hasn't been 1 second, you know how sometimes you work with people and you're like, okay, wait a minute. Like, you already know they're not gonna come through. But every second of the day, like, your team is following up with me to make sure everything is good. Meetings are being set up, things are being moved in place, advice is given. Like, we're able to see the exponential growth already. And we haven't even really gotten to kicking in gear. So I already know that we're gonna hit that 8 figures before the end of the year, just because this is the best. If you talk about the industry best, like, I consider myself to be the best when it comes to love coaching. Spectacular is the best when it comes to scaling your business. Desmond's the best when it comes to closing. Like, this is really the best in the industry that you have here. So it's an honor to me to be part of this whole team and program. It really is.
All right, that was Shay, you guys. So let me play Mario, the other one of my case studies, so you guys can see Mario.
Thank you so much, Beck. And yes, it's an honor for me to speak to these guys, because I know that today can be a day that it changed their life forever, because you guys have said it. The best investment you can ever do is into yourself. And it's crazy how we're willing to update anything, man. Like, we're willing to buy a new car. Like, we won't think about dropping, 30 grand, 50 grand into a car or even more. We'll do that for a house. But man, when it comes to ourselves, we like, do I really do it? Like, no, even if worst case scenario, think about this, Spec. Let's say somebody had to invest, 50 G's, 50,000. And all they do is they learn how to make 50,000 back. But guess what? Not just one time. They can do it over and over and over again. See what I learned with you. And by the way, I invested over $60,000 myself. I'm like, what? You doing deals now? What's up, man? I invested over $60,000 myself. Okay. And honestly, guys, I never really did that type of investment, but I knew Spec and I knew his circle. And man, they over-delivered. They helped me grow in ways that you wouldn't believe, guys. The reason I'm here is not to be a damn show-off. That's not who I am. Spec knows who I am, man. If someone wants to get on my rolls, I'll let them in my rolls. I want to sell them the dream. I want to let them know what's possible. And Spec, look, I'm here sitting in a neighborhood that just a couple years ago, man, me and my wife would drive through this neighborhood. We were so broke. We were so damn broke, we couldn't even pay attention, okay? Like, broke. All right, we ain't trying to like, oh man, we made it overnight. Heck no. We started hanging around people that were doing better, that were better. And I know that saying like, oh, no one's better than anyone. BS. That's a bunch of it. Guys, people are better at basketball than we are, because guess what? They're intentional about doing it. Guess what? Let me tell you something. Spectacular is freaking a beast in business and monetizing. Guess what? Because he's a master in it. So if this man's going to exchange knowledge for me for a little bit of investment that I got to do, and I can reap the benefits forever, game over. When I use Spectacular, and we still work together, guys. To this day, we still work together. Guys, I had $1 million pay raise. Now, you need to understand this. People were attracted, like, man, your social media is on game. Like, people left and right reaching out to me, like, what are you doing? Mentor me, coach me. And it went to a whole nother level. Guys, I was already making money. Don't get me wrong. I was already making money. But hey, an extra mil don't hurt. But not just one time. Over and over and over again. And guess what? If my brother wants to be on game on it, I can teach him. If my best friend wants to do it, I can teach him now. Because the knowledge I got. You guys got to understand that this is just the beginning. And guys, look. I want you to understand there's some powerful stuff. See, it's the little things. See, hurricanes, I don't know if you know this, but hurricanes and tornadoes, they get all the news press. They're all over social media. They get millions of views. But termites do more damage termites do more damage than hurricanes and tornadoes combined. What am I trying to tell you? It's not the big obvious things. It's not the big obvious things that are holding you back. It's the little decisions. Like, should I do this or not? And guys, who are you listening to? Man, I'm like, dude, Spec is a guru. I've been around him. I'm just being real. I've been around him and Spec, but I've been around big business people. And when they see Spec, they're like, go Spec, they go crazy. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is nuts. We were literally hanging out with we went to a celebrity a basketball game, and I'm like freaking out because I just seen Drake. I'm like, hey bro, there's Drake. He's like, chill. Guys, I'm not even kidding. When Drake seen Spec, he's like, wait a minute, is that Spec? He's like, that's my fucking boy. He's like, Spec, get out the way. He's like, what's up, dude? What are you doing? I was like, damn, people like Drake want to be around Spec. I've been in the car when I'm in the car with him and P. Diddy FaceTimes him. I hear the voicemails like, man, I don't want your money. I want your knowledge. I want your break. Man, let's talk. That is crazy. Guys, the best investment, whatever you got to do. People might think, Spec, oh, I can't afford this. No, you can't afford not to be around people that are doing better. That's it. And look at this, man. This is one of my cars, man. And I'm not showing you this to be a damn arrogant punk, but dude, look at the view that I have from this is my mansion. It's crazy. How did I get all this stuff? By hoping this can happen for me? Hell no. By taking action and hanging around people that were doing better than me. And man, you know what, guys? It's just daily disciplines. It's doing what you got to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. I'm serious. Even when you feel like you can't afford to do it, that's when you really need to do it. You can't afford not to do it. And Spec, that's what we did, man. Those little things. And man, you've been such a blessing to my life. You have no idea how every time I'm around you, man, you inspire me to get better and better and better and better in every area of my life, man. And guys, you have an opportunity to be around this, man. Do not miss it, man. I'm reaping the benefits out of it, and so can you, but you got to take massive action because you can get the program, you can be part of it, but if you don't apply it, it ain't worth nothing. I'm being real with you guys. I'm serious. Spec even said that. He got a program himself, 10 grand he invested, never really used it. He's seen his friend make 70 grand off of it. Guys, you want 2022 to be the best year of your life? Start now. Start now. Man, while everyone's waiting for the beginning of the year to make goals and dreams, you have an edge on the world. Everyone waits for the new year to start setting goals. Look what you're doing. Look who you're surrounding yourself with. You do have an edge. I'm serious, guys. You have an edge. This will be the greatest year of your life because you finally took a chance on you. And look who you're hanging around with. And Spec, anyone that's part of it, man, I would love to do mentorship. I would love to get in there. And I teach leadership, guys. I run an agency on almost 4,000 agents and growing. We are growing like crazy. I get an average of new clients, not just referrals, of new clients, over 1,200 new clients a month when it comes to the investment and insurance industry. Spec, I would love to teach anything on leadership, anything how they can leverage their business and go to the next level. I would do that just because I'm super grateful for your mentorship, for your friendship. Like, man, I'm in. You let me know, and I promise you I'm gonna bring the fire. Look, if you follow me on social media, you'll see that I've spoken in front of 70,000 people. I've been featured on Yahoo. I've been featured on Fox. I came out on the news because I'm Hispanic. I've come out on every Spanish channel teaching about finances. Guys, I'm no joke. Okay, if you Google me, Mario Arizona, you'll see. And by the way, a lot of that stuff, guess who helped me with that? Spectacular did. His team did. You have no idea what you bumped into, guys, but I challenge you to dare to dream. Dare to dream, but take massive action. So Spec, man, I can't wait to see which one of these guys made a decision to be great this year, to stop hoping and actually getting it done.
Thank you. Everybody give it up for Mario. Everybody give it up for Mario. Give it up for Mario. Brother, thanks for coming on and inspiring, brother. Appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
So you guys see that? That's Mario right there, right? There's nothing wrong with making millions after millions after millions. Now he's doing a walk of his house. Now listen, you guys can be the same, get mentored and get the same thing. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Let me go ahead, let me spotlight Mario right quick. Go ahead, Mario. Show the house, Mario. Right? You want me to help you get that just like we did with Mario? It's possible.
Look at these doors, bro. They're freaking gigantic. It's crazy, man. It's like, hey, bro, look, I have the Titanic. You know, if you guys ever watched the Titanic, look at that. I got the Titanic freaking stairs going up, bro. This is bananas.
I'm proud of you.
Dude, man, you know what's so good, guys? Let me tell you something, man. I'm a kid that my mom had me at 15 years of age. And my grandmother.
There we go.
Oh,
You're good. You're good now. You're good now.
Hey, what I was saying, Spec, is it's crazy. I'm just so grateful to God, man. Let me turn on these lights over here. I'm just so grateful to God because, Spec, my mom had me when she was 15 years of age. And man, I lived in a van. I lived in a van with my mom. And dude, I never dreamed that I could have this life. But I hang around dreamers. I hang around people like yourself, Spec, that seen the best in me and pulled that crap out. That sometimes my teachers didn't see that in me because I got bad grades. My family sure hell didn't see that. I used to fight all the time and get in trouble. They didn't see that in me. But my mentors did. My true friends did. And man, they pulled it out of me, man. You guys are going to discover that you have greatness inside you. And you might be like, well, is this guy trying to motivate me? Hell yeah, I am. Yes, I am. I'm not going to hold back. Hell yeah, I am. Because someone needed to motivate me. Someone needed to pull out that giant in me and that I knew I had much more. And there's no way I would be living in this freaking mansion, right? Giving our family, not the life that I can afford, but the life that they deserve. Come on, guys. I see this beautiful young lady here holding her baby, right? And you know you want to give your babies the best life, the life that they deserve, not the one you can afford. Well, how do you do that? Hanging out with abundant-minded people. People that have me and Spec, we never look at problems. We always look at opportunities. Let's be real. There's people you know that find a problem in every opportunity. And you wonder why their ass is broke. And let me tell you something. There's people like Spec. There's people like Jamie. There's people like myself that we see an opportunity in every problem. And that's why we're like, all right, man, there's a problem. I got a solution. Those are the wealthiest people in the world. That's it. That's what we're going to teach you. That's how we're going to help you. And guys, I'm showing you this. I come from very, very humble beginnings. And look where I'm at because of the people I hang around with. I promise you, what Spec is saying, like, you know, we hear, oh, you are who you hang around with. Yeah, I'm my own person. No, you're not. You're going to get influenced how you treat your spouse based on your friends. How you raise your kids based on your friends. How you treat people based on your friends. I promise you that. Guess what? How you make money based on your friends.
That is
guys,
so
you, man,
true.
Don't you want to be stressed like, man,
True.
Like, man, you only made $1 million this year.
Watch your company you keep.
Come on, man. You're worth more than that. How are you going to take care of your whole family only making $1 million? Come on. Dude, that's the type of friends I want to be around. And guess what? Now I'm that friend. But I'm around Spec. He stretches me too. I'm like, damn, I got to pick up my game. Right? That's what I'm talking about.
How could you feed your family with that?
We just teasing, man. That's just my tax money, bro. You come on. You got to step up. But man, I hope you guys make a decision to change your life forever. Hey, we did it. You can too. But you got to take massive action. This is it. This is your time. If not now, when?
Thank you. Let's go, people. All right, everybody. So this is a wrap. Is game over, man. Yeah, let's go. Go to buysmic.com right now. I love you guys. Hopefully I see you guys in the social media income challenge. Like I said, the price right now is $297. It's $297. The original price is $597. I cut it in half for you guys. And then also for the general mission, the original price is $197. You guys get the opportunity to jump in for $97. All right. So I'm gonna keep the discount up until midnight tonight. To midnight tonight. So jump in right now. Let's get it going. Love you guys. Peace.
Okay, everybody, that's the end of the video. I have purchased the Master Course class, so stay tuned, and we are going to grow very, 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 very soon. I can't wait. Thank you for coming and supporting. Love y'all, and have a great day.
Now play AI tools got me glowing every day. Faceless grind, I'm paving my lane. Me 2 times, yeah, we changing the game. Elevate me to you, vibe is brand new. Built it from scratch, now we teaching you. Hit that sub, let the vision come true. This ain't just content, it's what we do. Started with nothing but dreams and a screen. Now I automate flows, keep the process clean. No need to be seen, just heard and felt. With AI by my side, every goal gets dealt. Chatter TT writes Canva designs. Cap cut cuts, now the visuals shine. Faceless created with a plan so clear, helping new voices elevate all year. Me on the rise, press record, now play. AI tools got me glowing every day.